Hi, this is Mato. In this video I will show you absolutely fantastic chess game. This is the game between two chess giants, Bobby Fischer and Mikhail Tal. The game was played in Yugoslavia in 1959. In this game Bobby Fischer had white pieces and he started with e4. Tal played c5, Sicilian defense, knight to f3, d6, d4, pawn takes pawn, knight takes on d4, knight to f6, attacking pawn on e4, knight to c3 defending, and a6. Tal opted for Najdorf Sicilian, very sharp defense. Bishop to c4, e6, bishop to b3, bishop to e7, f4, Tal castled, queen to f3. Now game transposed to Sicilian Scheveningen variation. Queen to c7, Fischer castled kingside, Tal played b5, expanding on queenside, and also with this move he is making room for bishop to come to b7, and it is white to move, and Fischer was very eager to attack and he played f5. Let's go back. Better move was a3 to prevent b4 pawn push. So f5 was played, and now b4 attacking knight, knight to a4, and now not taking but e5, attacking knight, knight to e2, and let's have a good look at this position. Tal has a weakness on d5. Is this really a weakness? Not really. If white can't take advantage of this, it's not a weakness then. And if at later stage black manages to push pawn to d5, he will be liberating his game. And that is the aim now. So bishop to b7 was played, attacking pawn, knight to g3 defending, knight from b to d7, and bishop to e3, bishop to c6, not only attacking knight on a4, it is also making room for queen to come to b7 to add more pressure on e4 pawn and to support d5 pawn push. Bishop to f2, clearing file for rook which is coming to e1, queen to b7, and rook from f to e1, and now d5, very important move. Pawn takes pawn, knight takes on d5, and have a good look now. Bishop and queen are on same diagonal, and it's not good news for white queen. Knight to e4, and now knight to f4, and this knight is no longer ordinary knight. This is a monster knight. They say that knight is worth 3 points, but this one is worth at least double. In this position Fischer played c4. Commentators later said that c4 is a bad move. They said that c3 was better, and you will see for yourself if c4 is good or bad. Now Tal played g6. He wants to capture pawn on f5, and knight can't move, so Fischer captured on g6, and now not taking but f5. Knight is pinned, it can't move, and that f5 pawn push would not be possible if pawn was on c3. Okay, in this position Fischer played g7. What will happen if pawn takes pawn? If pawn takes pawn, then Tal has a choice. He can play king to h8, but even he can capture that pawn. And have a good look now. Queen can't take advantage of this exposed queen. h3 and h5, I control are controlled by monster knight. And of course g3 is not possible because bishop takes and black is winning. Okay, so in this position g7 was played. Tal could have played rook to f7, but taking with king is also good. Now queen to g3 check, king to h8, making room for rook to come to g8. Knight is under attack from pawn, so knight from e to c5. Knight takes knight, sorry, not knight takes knight. Bishop takes knight, bishop takes bishop, knight takes on c5, attacking queen. Queen to c7, protecting pawn on e5. Queen to e3, so rook and queen are not attacking pawn on e5. Tal played rook from a to e1. He allowed Fischer to capture pawn with knight on a6, but Fischer played rook to e2. Let's go back. Why not taking pawn? If a knight takes pawn on a6, then queen to g7, attacking pawn on g2, and have a good look. Queen, knight and bishop all attacking pawn on g2. And if g3, then check. King can't go to h1, he must go to f1, and then f4 will be winning. Okay, so rook to e2 was played. What about g3? If g3, then knight to h3 check, king to f1, f4 is winning again. So Fischer decided to give his rook in exchange for the monster knight on f4. Tal captured rook, queen takes knight, and now many positional players would continue with rook to g1, sorry, rook to g8, attacking pawn on g2, and after g3, queen to d6. This would be also winning. But Tal is not a positional player. He captured with bishop on g2, and this is also discovered attack on knight. So Fischer captured on a6, and now queen to a7 check, king to g2, and now Tal can capture knight, but he played rook to g8. If king to h1, then game would be ending shortly. That's why in this position Fischer played king to h3, and now taking knight is possible, but Tal was confident that he can deliver checkmate. He didn't want to capture knight. Threat is queen to h6 check, and queen to h5 is not possible because of this variation. Check and checkmate. So in this position Fischer played bishop to d1, and if now check, then queen to h5. But Tal played rook to e6, and in this position Fischer resigned. He didn't find a solution to rook to h6 check. That was a great demonstration of chess skills by Tal, wasn't it? What do you think about this game? Your comments are welcome. And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.